Want to see how I made this blackberry and soon-to-be raspberry planting bed from start to finish? You've come to the right video. The first thing you have to do is decide how big it's going to be and where you're going to put it. In our case, it's 50 feet long and 4 feet wide. We've spaced it far enough away from the fence so that in the future we can harvest and take care of the plants from both sides of the bed. The hard part, of course, is digging out the grass. Our herb beds needed a little edging work, so I started over there. This piece of scrap came from that tree that was hit by lightning last year. I cut it down to use as a guide so I could maintain a more or less straight line as I work my way up the garden bed. Yeah, I'm here at Irwin Farms. This is Jess Irwin. We're getting blackberries for Wendy's garden. And you want to tell us about it?
These are the Triple Crown Thornless blackberries. I sell these in Bareroot in springtime, ready to plant. And this existing cane will make a few berries this year, and then they'll be making new canes all summer long. They're a thornless plant, make a very large sweet berry, as long as you keep all the nutrients in the soil and the pH right, and pick them when they're completely black. Don't pick them when they're green and when they're red. Pick them when they're black.
Wait for them to be right.
And I sell them for $5.50 each, and you can look up Irwin Farms on Facebook and come out and see us.
All right, all right. Wendy is great about doing research for the kind of plants that she wants in particular, and Irwin Farms was top of the list for quality and price. So yeah, definitely check them out if you're here in Missouri. Bodark, sorry.
Yeah, Bodark.
Bodark, Missouri.
All right, thank you, folks.
Yeah. This is how we're keeping the Bareroot triple crown thornless blackberry plants alive, temporarily until I finish their planting space. I have to apologize, it's a little bit janky. It's definitely a temporary setup. It's just potting soil in a Tupperware container of some sort. But it's my fault. I bought these plants before we had the beds ready to plant them. They're pretty good survivors. I think they'll do just fine. Digging out all this grass was a Bareroot triple crown thornless pain in my ass. I know there's no way that I didn't miss some of the grass roots in there. And I also realized that grass probably will just grow down and up and into the bed from the outside. But this is good due diligence. Honestly, blackberry plants are strong enough survivors that we probably could have just planted them straight into the grass and they would not have had a problem out-competing the grass. But this will be a good start for the plants. My next step is digging 3 holes for the upright supports down the middle. I'm not going to use cement in these holes. They're just going to be tamped down with earth, but the posts will be screwed into the framework of the raised beds. I'll show you what that looks like when we get to that point. Wendy's put landscape fabric down underneath the herb beds. We're not going to do landscape fabric underneath these blackberry beds. The cross pieces will have wire or string or something going across to train the canes on. We're not going to string those up until we need to, though. That probably dead thing in the middle was something that the goats had gotten to. There's room for a few more containers in our container row. Thanks for watching. Remember, your dreams are closer than the moon. Thanks for taking this trip around the moon with us.